Little black book, you know what time it is. 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 Hey guys, and welcome to Little Black Book. You know what time it is. And we're gonna give you guys a new video on Christian dating. We're talking about 5 things you need to pray about before you enter into that argument. 5 things you need to pray about before you enter that argument. Alright, cool. Listen, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Click on that bell button for the notification of the uploads. And for those of you returnees, you ain't got the minerals. You ain't got the minerals.
And the kingdom of God is at hand. Hey, there's a war going on. Better know what side that you stand on. First Kings chapter 4. Got me seeking for wisdom galore. Got measureless wisdom, like the sea and the sand and the shore. Listen to the audio. Fly like King Solomon in velour. Hey, R.I.P. pot smoke. I'm a Christian to the core. I rap without season till Jesus opens the door. Pandemics, pestilence, plagues. It's all Matthew 24. The Almighty, the Elohim, He's the.
Alright, cool. So, as I said, relationships here are difficult, right? Because there's 2 people coming one, right? And you've got your idea, I've got my idea. You've got your pains, I've got my pains. You've got your trauma, I've got my trauma. I've got my ideas of how it should be. I've got my ideas of how things should be, right? Sometimes when we're sending a message to somebody, it doesn't get received in the way that we wanted it to be received, right? And that can cause a friction between 2 people. So, before we get into argument, I will say this, look, before we get into a heated argument, you know, the Holy Spirit will tell you it's about to go there. Your emotions will tell you, I'm about to go there. Your body will tell you, we're about to go there. Because adrenaline starts running through your body, your emotions start running high, yeah, and you start getting a bit excited in your brain about what you're going to say. And then the Spirit will talk to you, hey, you're getting in a place of anger, relax. So you have so many indicators that are telling you you're going to go into a fight, you understand? But a fight is not conducive for your relationship in the long term. A fight is when 2 people come with the idea that I want to nuke you to win. And a lot of people, when they're having debates and arguments with their partner, they're coming with a fight. We're not trying to fight. You understand? You see, when you come with a fight, there can only be one winner. And that one winner won't even be you. It will be the end of your relationship that will be winning. So you have to understand that we're here to cooperate. Is that what we say? And here to work as a team. So though you may hurt me, I still need to work with you as a team to get to the bottom of why you hurt me. So here's the thing. 5 things you need to pray about before you enter this argument. Number 1, as you're getting into the argument, go and pray. The reason why you have to go and pray is because it begins to slow your thought process down. It begins to slow down the emotions and puts you into a place of duty and love over your feelings. Duty and love over your feelings. I put love not in emotions because love is not an emotion, love is an action, right? To do the loving thing, yeah, to the person, it's not the emotion, it is an act of duty. So now, that's why the Bible says it commands us to love God. It's an act of duty. So now you have to make a conscious choice and change. So here's the thing I would say. When you're going to pray, the first thing you want to pray for, yeah, is God, give me the patience to deal. Because oftentimes, where people's stress comes from is that they've become, their patience has worn thin. Yeah, maybe this is like the 3rd or 4th time the person said something and it's been like, I've taught it up number 1, I've taught it up number 2, I've taught it number 3, I've taught it up number 4. And one of the things you can't do in relationships is what we call pile on. Yeah, when you pile on, it means I add everything from the last few times and pile it on. This is why I always say this, look, address the situation at the time. And when I say at the time, doesn't mean you have to go in all guns blazing. You may take some time out and go and pray again, but deal with it at the time. If it's affecting you, deal with it. Because if you let it go and say, well, I want to let our relationship flourish, I'm not going to say nothing, what happens is you pile on later on because you ain't dealt with it. No, deal with it at the time. You understand? But deal with it in a loving place. Then when you deal with it in a loving place, what happens is no one thinks about it. Because I wasn't hurting you, you didn't hurt me. You know what I mean? So one of the key things you need to go and pray for is, Lord, give me patience. You know what I'm saying? So that I can actually take, so when I'm listening to the person, I'm not agitated to want to finish them with pile on. And finish them with, you did this last time, and I'm tired now. You don't want to be in that place. Do you understand? You don't want to be in that place. Number 2, the thing you want to pray for, wisdom, right? You see, when you're delivering a message, wisdom is key. When Solomon had this wisdom, when it came to talking to the 2 ladies that had a child who said it was dead, one child was dead and one child was alive, and both women were claiming that it was their child, because of wisdom, the way that Solomon dissected them, he managed to get to the root of the problem. If you do not have wisdom, the Bible says, if you lack of wisdom, pray for wisdom. When you pray for wisdom, what happens is when you begin to deliver your message as to why you feel the way you feel, it can be received in a way that is correct, right? In a way that is what? Correct. And I would even attach that to praying for the spirit of love to enter as you're delivering that wisdom. Because as you're delivering that, what's important is that there's love undercurrents underneath it. Yeah, it's not just enough to have the right words to say. You need to also have the love with it, because the person will feel that as they receive the message from you and how you feel about the situation. Wisdom allows you to backtrack and find out why you feel the way you feel. Wisdom allows you to say, hey, look, do you know what? The reason why I got angry is because, not just necessarily because of what you said, it's because I attached it to this particular scenario in my life in the past, and I get frustrated, or I get fearful, I get sad, and then this is why I did it, and because of that, that's why I'm feeling the way I'm feeling. Now the person can begin to understand, okay, so it's not just because you're feeling this way because I said it, but actually there's something behind it. Wisdom. Very, very important. All right. You want to pray for, the Bible says, I pray that your eyes of understanding will be enlightened. What we want to pray for, Lord, is understanding. I want to understand your point. You understand? Give me the understanding of their point. Because if I don't understand your point, what happens is we get lost in communication. I may be able to deliver my point, but if I'm not able to understand your point, then I can't really have a solution base. And what happens is we turn it back into a fight. Yeah, I'm right, you're wrong. No, there should be a point of understanding. God, give me the point of understanding so I can understand what they're saying correctly and interpret it correctly so that we can have a discussion and not a fight.